Today we're going to look at a restore scenario using DocAve Online for Office 365 groups. Patty's been working with a number of documents within the finance and accounting group. However, some of those documents were lost and others may become corrupt, be replaced, you may lose a version, or other causes may result in data loss. Typically, if that content is deleted, it'll reside in the recycle bin. If somebody were to clean the recycle bin out, or the default retention of 90 days were to pass, or if the entire group was deleted, getting access to that content can become very, very difficult. More importantly, doing a granular item level restore is not possible natively today in Office 365. You would have to roll back the entire group to the last known good point in time. To avoid this, our IT administrator is going to log into DocAve Online and solve this problem. The IT administrator navigates to AvePoint Online Services, to the DocAve Online product, and this time goes to the Restore controller. We're going to use a time-based restore because we know when the last good backup was taken. I'm presented with all of the data contained within the backup, and it's organized just the way it would be in Office 365. And here we can see that I can select every single item to a granular level to perform my restore. I can restore this content directly to the Office 365 group. I can optionally do it out of place to another group or another team site or even somebody's OneDrive, as well as restore the content on-prem to an FTP or SFTP location, for example, where I can access just the flat file. This is great in the need for when Office 365 is down or when I want to do a business critical restore, get access to a document that I don't necessarily want to mount or restore back in Office 365. Today we're going to go with the standard in-place restore, and you'll notice there are a number of different configuration options. I can choose to overwrite, append, or replace content if there's a conflict resolution. Depending on the complexity of the restore, I can get verbose logging if necessary, and most importantly, I have granular control of restoring security. I can restore managed metadata and other dependencies associated with that content. Once I'm happy with my choices, I can go ahead and finish that operation out, and the backup and restore process will complete automatically on the back end. If I want to monitor the status, once again, I can go to the job monitor and I can see that my restore operation is in progress. With Office 365 groups, it's not just the files that are important, but the conversations that you're having amongst your team. We know that behind the scenes, Exchange Online is powering the conversations happening with an Office 365 group. Therefore, just like the SharePoint Online limitations, these conversations are subject to the Exchange limitations. If a content or a conversation piece is lost, you have to restore the entire mailbox to the last known good time. That can be troublesome if you have a very active group constantly exchanging data with one another. The risk of having to roll back and lose all of that conversation history has to be judged against the value of the conversation that you're trying to retrieve. In our scenario, we can lose some conversations here and continue to restore them granularly without disrupting the rest of the activity in the group. If we were to lose this content just like a document, our IT admin can once again go to DocAve Online and begin the restore process. It's easy again to filter and find the jobs that you're searching for. Just like with files, the objects are rendered in a way that makes sense for the content. And I can navigate to the group's inbox and once again pick specific items that I want to restore. If there are attachments and additional content, I can restore those as well. Once I'm happy with my choices, I can kick off the restore process and once again track its progress in the back end. Now that the restore operations have completed, let's take a look and see what happened. Starting with our finance and accounting group, we can see that our content, our cash flow forecasts, our annual report, and our expenditures report has been restored, and we've also retained critical metadata like the person who was originally editing the document, even though I'm logged in and performed the restore as the administrator of this environment. Looking at our engineering group, we can go to the conversation stream and also notice that launch planning activities and the ad campaign conversation have not only been granularly restored, but they've taken the appropriate place in the thread of timeline for those conversations. With that, you can see that DocAve Online is the ultimate solution for providing granular restore capabilities for your Office 365 group files and conversations. To learn more, visit us at AvePoint.com.